The next and only other time that John was the center of attention in the gospel record, without his fellow disciples being named, happened at the cross. So John himself recalled and recorded, this is a heart-rending scene, and it's in his own gospel. And as he wrote, he identified himself indirectly, as he did all the way through this marvelous historical account. He called himself the disciple that Jesus loved. So on the surface, that may appear to be a mark of spiritual pride, but in reality it was John's effort to be factual and honest and actually humble as well. And when he wrote these words, he was a transformed man. John chapter 19, verses 25 through 27. Here's God's word. Near the cross of Jesus stood his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother there and the disciple whom he loved standing nearby, he said to her, Woman, here is your son. And to the disciple, here is your mother. And from this time on, the disciple took her into his home. This is an intentionally emotional scene. Kneeling at the foot of the cross. There's 4 women. 3 of them have the same name. So there's 3 Marys at the foot of the cross and someone else. And groaning in deep despair. They're wiping tears from their eyes. Their throats are tight, constricted. They're groaning. Jesus' mother was one of the 4, and it was her son who hung on the cross, blood dripping down from his open wounds and his bruised and his beaten body. And you can just imagine Mary's emotional response when Jesus, who's just barely able to speak, instructed John, take care of my mom. Take care of her. Watch over her. And imagine how John must have felt there at the cross. All the emotions going through with Jesus being crucified, but Jesus speaking down into his life and saying, John, I trust you. I'm depending upon you. I'm not going to be able to do this. I want you to take care of mom for me. And so he's entrusted with this very personal, with this very intimate responsibility. And then imagine how that must have really felt in view of his previous antics. This has got to be a tremendous change point in his life. I mean, how could John ever forget that moment at the foot of the cross when Jesus trusted him to take care of his mom? Even though John had been this power-hungry, self-seeking man, in spite of all that, Jesus still loved him unconditionally. That doesn't mean he didn't rebuke him. It doesn't mean he didn't correct him. That's part of love, isn't it? Jesus still cared deeply for this rugged, self-centered fisherman, just as he cares very deeply for each and every one of us today.